In today's video, I'm sharing my top 7 Pilates must-haves for beginners, ranked from number 7 all the way to number 1, based on what actually makes the biggest difference when you're just starting out. What's up, you guys? My name's Ashley, and if you've been wanting to get into Pilates but feel a bit overwhelmed by all of the equipment and props and studio-style tools people are using online, this is going to simplify everything. Because the truth is, you don't need a full Pilates studio in your house to start seeing actual results. You don't need to buy every single prop at once, and you definitely don't need to overcomplicate your routine before you even build the habit. What you really need are a few simple tools that help you feel supported, stay consistent, and actually understand the movements. Pilates is all about control, form, core strength, and body awareness. So the right equipment should help you move better, not distract you or make the workout feel more confusing. So again, in this video, I'm ranking the top beginner-friendly Pilates essentials based on how useful they actually are, how easy they are to use, and how much they actually help you build a strong foundation. So let's go ahead and get into it. So this list is for someone who wants to start Pilates at home and wants to know what's actually worth buying first. Because when you're new, it's easy to think you need everything. You get excited because you're starting something new. You see people using reformers, rings, bands, balls, weights, boards, and all of those accessories. And then suddenly something that was supposed to feel simple starts to feel a bit intimidating. Beginning Pilates should not feel this way. The goal at the beginning is to build confidence. You want to learn how to engage your core, how to control your movements, how to breathe through exercises, and how to feel the right muscles working. Once you do that, then you can start adding more tools and more challenge. Starting at number 7 are these weighted bangles. These are small wearable weights that can go around your wrists or ankles, and they're usually used to add a little extra resistance during Pilates, walking, bar, or low impact workouts. I'm putting these at number 7 because they can be really useful, but they're not the first thing I would tell a beginner to buy. When you're brand new to Pilates, your main focus should be learning control. You want to understand how to move slowly, how to keep your core engaged, and how to use proper form before you start adding these extra resistance. That being said, weighted bangles are such a great upgrade once you feel more comfortable. They're not bulky like dumbbells, and they don't interrupt the flow of your movement. You can wear them during arm sequences, leg lifts, standing work, and even a simple mat routine when you want to make things feel a little bit more challenging. Also, too, in the habit of building consistency, these are really easy to travel with because they're only a couple of pounds. What I like about weighted bangles is that they add intensity in a subtle way. You're not suddenly lifting heavy weights or changing the entire workout. You're just making your body work a bit harder through the same controlled movements. And honestly, even though they're lightweight, they can really add an extra challenge. For beginners, these are a great addition. Not necessarily what you need to do immediately, but again, they're just a really easy way to stay consistent, even travel with them, and they don't take up a lot of room. So if you want to check out our link down in the description below, you can check it out. There's a bunch of reviews. You can go ahead and check it out. There's a bunch of different colors that you can select from as well, come with a little travel case. So check it out by using our link down below. Number 6 is the Pilates Reformer Board. So this is one of the more advanced tools of the list, and it's designed to give you a studio-inspired Pilates experience at home. A reformer board usually gives you some type of sliding movement or resistance band setup that mimics part of what you would do on a traditional Pilates reformer. It can definitely make your workouts feel more exciting and dynamic. Depending on how beginner you are would depend on if you want to go this route. You want to focus on control, core, and proper alignment. But again, this is a fun way to get excited and get motivated. If you already enjoy Pilates or know you want to build a more complete home setup, then a reformer style board exactly like this can be such a fun way to add variety. It can also help you recreate some of that studio feeling without having to buy a full-size reformer, which can be a lot more expensive and take up a lot more space. So if you want to, go ahead and check it out. We do have a link below, and they also have a couple of fun colors here as well. At number 5 are yoga blocks, and these are one of the most underrated tools for beginners. Even though they're called yoga blocks, they can be really helpful for Pilates too. They give you support, help with alignment, and make certain movements feel a bit more accessible. When you're new to Pilates, some exercises can feel a bit awkward just because you don't have that flexibility yet or even that strength yet. And this is where a block can really come into play. Instead of forcing yourself into a position that doesn't feel right and could potentially injure you, you can use blocks to bring the floor a bit closer to you, support your hands, or just create better alignment. That allows you to focus on actual movement instead of struggling just to get into the position. Blocks are also super helpful for stretching, mobility, and recovery, which are all super important in building consistent routines. Pilates is not just about working harder, it's really about that mind-body connection and about control. This yoga block is great for beginners because it's going to make the practice feel a lot more doable. And when something feels accessible, you're more likely to continue to actually show up, and consistency is what's going to actually give you those results. At number 4 are these resistance bands. And this is where your Pilates setup starts to become a bit more versatile. So resistance bands are one of the best tools for beginners because they help you feel the muscles that you're actually supposed to be working. And that's a really big deal because in Pilates, it's not just about, again, doing the movement, as I've mentioned, it's about doing the movement with control and intention. For example, if you're doing a glute workout, a resistance band can actually help you feel your glutes turn on. If you're doing lower body exercises, the band adds tension, so your muscles have to stay active the entire time. And if you're doing core or mobility work, bands can help guide your body through that movement. The best part is that resistance bands are easy to scale. You can start with lighter resistance and then go ahead and move up as you get stronger. That makes them really beginner friendly, but also something you can continue to use and progress. These bands, as you can see, it comes with a pack of 3. They don't take up a lot of space and they have a light, medium, and heavy. So again, you can go ahead and work your way up. Again, if you want to check out, we do have a link down below. At number 3 is this mini Pilates ball. And this is one of my favorite tools for beginners because it teaches you how to connect to your body. A mini ball might look very simple, but it actually changes the way exercises feel. You can place it between your knees, under your lower back, behind your shoulders, or use it during core work to create more support or more challenge. What makes this Pilates ball so helpful is that it gives you feedback. If you're squeezing the ball between your thighs, you can immediately feel your inner thighs and core engage. If you place it behind your back during ab work, it can help you find a better angle and feel more control. And for beginners, that feedback is everything. A lot of people start Pilates and wonder if they're even doing it right, and this ball helps to answer that because it makes the engagement more obvious. You can feel when your body is connected and you can feel when you're just going through the motions. Okay, and again, I love this ball in particular because there's so many different options and you can get a couple as well, and it's a really great price. At number 2 is this Pilates ring, and this is one of the most effective tools for building strength and control at the same time. Sometimes called the magic circle, it's designed to create resistance when you press into it. You can use it between your thighs, hands, arms, or even part of core exercises. What makes it so useful is that it helps to activate the muscles that can be hard to feel on your own. Your inner thighs, your arms, chest, and deep core all get more involved when you use it correctly. For beginners, this is really valuable because it gives you something to work against. Instead of just moving through space without any resistance, you have that resistance here to help guide your body. I also like this Pilates ring because it can make a really short workout feel more complete. You can use it for lower body, upper body, and core, so it's not just a one-purpose tool. Again, if you want to check out this specific ProBody Pilates fitness circle, we do have that link down below. And at number 1 is a high-quality Pilates mat. This is the most important item on the entire list because everything starts here. Pilates is built around mat work, especially when you're a beginner. Your mat is your foundation. It's where you do your core work, stretching, glute exercises, mobility work, and almost every basic movement that you need to learn. And the quality of your mat matters so much more than you think. If it's too thin, your knees, hips, wrists, or spine are going to feel uncomfortable during certain exercises. And when you're uncomfortable, it's harder to focus on form. You start rushing, adjusting, or avoiding certain movements together. A thicker mat like this one, this is just the Amazon Basics extra thick yoga mat with a carrying strap, which is also nice if you're ever going to classes. The thicker mat is going to give you that support, and it's just going to make the workout feel better on your body, especially if you're doing exercises on a hard floor. For beginners, I would definitely start here. You can do so much with just a mat and your body weight. You can build strength, improve your posture, work on your core, and start developing that control Pilates is known for. Again, if you want to check out any of these, the links are down in the description below. You don't necessarily need all 7 of these right away. The best setup depends on where you're starting and what kind of support you need. If you're completely brand new, the mat is the perfect thing to start with. If you want to feel your muscles more clearly, I would add resistance bands or the mini Pilates ball next. Those are both really beginner friendly. If you want more strength and toning, the Pilates ring is probably the best upgrade. If you already have a consistent routine and want to make it more challenging, the weighted Bangles can help you progress. And if you want something a bit more studio inspired, then go with the reformer style board. That's going to make the biggest impact on you. That's what's going to feel most like going to an actual reformer class. But the biggest thing is not to overbuy before you start. Pick the tool that solves your biggest problem first and then go ahead and build from there. Again, if you want to check out any of these products that I mentioned, the links are down in the description below. I do want to mention that these are affiliate links, which means we may earn a small commission at no extra cost to you. So if you do choose to use our links, we just want to thank you so much in advance for supporting our channel. Really helps us to continue to create free content just like this. This channel is dedicated to helping you find the best deals and trending products actually worth your money. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave any comments or questions below. We'd love to hear which ones you're choosing. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.